Yo, 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 yo. Who, Mac Jones? Who, Mac Jones? What's up, man? What's up, everybody? My charger at? Can you get my cord on my bag? Mel Hayes, my dog. What's up, man? What's up on that Cali trip, dog? Holla at me. Hey, Al. Al. A-L. Al. All good. Tavis Banks, what's good, baby? Just talk some of my thoughts. OTAs, I had a really good talk. Just got off the interview with me and my dog Philly podcast, and then we just talked to Kyle Humans, beat writer uh, for the Dallas Cowboys, one of the beat writers out there for the Cowboys. What's up, Abraham? Had a great talk actually. Tony, what's good with you? And he gave me some good nuggets. Ask questions away. He gave me some good nuggets on the Cowboys OTAs. I'm gonna post that video tomorrow. Make sure you jump in that show, the Best of Enemies podcast with my dog Joe Castro on the Philly podcast. We're gonna be dropping that tomorrow. He had Kyle Humans on his channel last year with the Cowboys Eagles matchup, so we actually had Kyle Humans on today. We just got off the interview with him probably about 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. And good stuff. Good stuff. You're going to really like it. Talk about that offensive line, one of the talk of the towns, right? Kyle, I just talked to Kyle, and he said the best time for us to come out is the first week of August. So look for that time, end of July, first week of August for us to come out. He said that's probably the best time for us to come to camp. He said because they're going to Denver for 5 days, banging with them for them inner squads. And then he said I ain't going to let it out the bag, but that Chargers game, that's going to be mid-August. But he told me the best time to come to camp is like that first week of August. So probably that's when we're going to pencil in big dog. So look for us to come around there. You know it. We're going to kick it hard, big dog. But I want to talk a little bit about this offensive line, some nuggets. Obviously some nuggets he was talking about. Some of the things I've been talking about already, a guy that's I've been kind of frustrated with is Conor McGovern. What's up, T Smooth TV? I've been telling you. I talked to me and Conor McGovern's pops, been talk back and forth. We had great conversations. And, he was telling me his thoughts about, the offensive line. He was not hating at all, but he said he didn't know if Conor was getting the best chance with Philbin. And he didn't know if Philbin was really liking what he was doing. He said Conor was working his butt off with a line coach that knows Philbin to try to get in that lineup. You feel me? So then we hear about, what's up, Eric Macton? So then we hear about, when we hear first team reps, that Conor McGovern was getting some first team reps at guard. But then Kyle Yeomans told me today that, Conor McGovern was getting snaps at center. What's good, Stephen Arthur? And that's what got me excited, because when I was talking to his dad, I didn't know this. You know what I mean? His dad told me that Samuel Rowe was good, baby. He told me center was his spot. He always been a great center and right guard. Never played left guard. Center, right guard. They only played left guard first time in NFL last year. So he been working his butt off. You saw he was the starting left guard in some OTAs this season already. Well, ain't the season, but OTAs. Tyler Smith got some reps at left tackle. So check this out. I asked, and I want you to hear from him too. So is Conor McGovern just gonna be the flex backup guard, backing up to Tyler Smith, left guard, backing up to Zach Martin, right guard? Is that what Conor McGovern gonna be? Or because you heard Tyler Smith getting reps at left tackle. Now, here's some of the things this is what jumps out to me. What's the good, Jay Lombardi? This is what jumps out to me because here, Micah Parsons says this about Tyler Smith, babe. Boo thing. She over there chilling. I think Tyler's going to be a really good player. I know for some people this probably wouldn't be what they expected, but man, we're all excited about him. He's a strong kid. He gets his hands on you. Understand, when Tyron Smith came out of college in USC, the first thing they were saying about him, this dude gets his hands on you, you ain't going nowhere. He says he gets his hands on you. I don't see too many people getting away. He's got that best of a lot of guys here in practice so far. He's made a really good impression. So when I go back to that, that's what they were saying about Tyron Smith when he was coming out of college and even now. So, and Tyler Smith has played left tackle most of his career, and that pencil him at left guard. But when Tyron Smith has been out, Tyler Smith has played left tackle. So that's why I said. So if Tyron Smith goes down, people have been talking about the Matt Let's Go kid. But no, it's going to be the Tyler Smith, which I thought. So it's going to be the Tyler Smith is going to be the flex. And the Conor McGovern comes in at the left guard automatically as your substitution if a Tyron Smith goes down. Because that's why they're flexing them now left at left tackle when Tyron Smith is out, nursing his back. So they can already prep for if he goes down, Tyler Smith can jump at left tackle because he's going to be the flex. He's going to be the left tackle. He gets his hands on you. You're not getting past him. He played that position at Tulsa. They're morphing him into a guard. You understand? Because of his size. He's 6'5", 320 pounds. Almost the same measurables as Tyron Smith. And he didn't come out polished like Tyron Smith did, but he's a mauler. I'm just saying, keep your eyes on them things, man. So, we'll see. That's all I'm saying. You know, so a lot of people out injury. My guy, like I said, I jumped out in the air and said James Washington. You know, I got a guy who I know who's a big time Steelers fan, and he said James Washington. We was mad over here that we got rid of James Washington because what's up, Warren Duncan? We got mad because he could produce. He just didn't get the opportunities. You had Mason Randolph. Ben Roethlisberger's not the same what he was before, but they were putting people over him. But they were saying, man, James Washington can get work. So that made me feel good. I made that post on Twitter. That made me feel good. So Cowboys liked him in the draft. He can get past that defense. And so that's what I was talking about. Also, with Simi Fehoko and TJ Vasher. Are they really? Because I hear about all the good things about them right now. But when I asked Kyle, we talking about the lineup. You got the number one guy is CeeDee Lamb. Michael Gallup is guaranteed your number two. Your number three is James Washington's going to have a plan with Dallas. I don't think he's going nowhere. He's affordable too. He's going to be on the roster. That's three guys. Noah Brown, they re-signed him to another one-year deal. I don't think they're cutting him. So that's four. You got Jalen Tolbert, your third-round draft pick, who they pushing to get work. That's five right there. You got Simi Fehoko and TJ Vasher, and they like these guys that were Brandon Smith and then these guys they have this year in the undrafted pool. So it's going to be a tough way to go. So that's why I'm not jumping up and down about the TJ Vasher and – you know, I want to see what Simi Fehoko do because you already almost like got 5 spots already set. And y'all think they ain't going past 6. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. They're going to have ridiculous camps, in my opinion. I think we're keeping 6. And I feel like I said, if you keep a Vasher on the roster, what role is he going to be on a game day roster? And what is he going to be in there for? Because is he going to be in the top 4? You just going to have him for red zone? Like, you just can't say, well, we like him because he's 6'6", but if he's going to be on a game day roster and he's taking a game day roster spot, what's up, JJ DeMond? If he's taking a game day roster spot, he can't just be taking a game day roster spot because you want to throw fade routes to him if you score a touchdown. That's my opinion. And like I said, that's why I said I didn't want them to do the semi thing with the H-back move tight end. I'm not feeling that. You drafted Ferguson. You should already pencil him in as a guy that's going to be playing a lot for you. McKeon, probably going to be a guy. And then Dalton Schultz, that is the guy. We'll see how that goes. But, I wasn't really trying to jump up on the hype because guys are injured. Really need to see a lot of this preseason. Preseason is going to be big once again to me for these rookies and these second-year players. You know what I mean? That's bouncing off what you said. It could be, Jay. But that's the plan. That's the thing, though, Jay. If that's what they're saying, he can't get the separation to move as a hybrid. I don't think he's going to be the blocker in the inseam because he's going to have to. You're going to have to put some hands on somebody. You're going to have to. And are you keeping them? You got to look at, people say, oh, he made the team. But you were talking about active day, game day rosters. When do you see him? Because he's not going to be in your active day roster as a H-back, is he? He's taking one of the major spots on offense. I don't see that. That's why I say send me all good. You say you want to put him at Hydra or H-back, but we're talking about game day rosters. You're going to have, you probably going to push a Jake Ferguson or a McKeon, and then the other cat that's a blocking tight end. How's he going to be on the game day roster? You know what I'm saying? So, and he's a 5th round pick. So, as I said, it's going to be an uphill battle. That's why I would say I wasn't believing that stuff. I was hearing what they were saying, experiment with him, and he can't get separation of receiver. I don't know where his role is going to even be in the NFL. That's just my opinion because he ain't no H-back guy. He wasn't that in college. He's not going to be that in NFL, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what role he's going to have in the NFL. If you can't, there's guys that probably can't get separation in the NFL, but you got to learn the little finer parts of the game because he has size. You know what I mean? And he got to know how to do spots. That's when you got to really study the game and know where spots are because you can still make it without having the supreme athletic ability to do certain things. You can make it, but that's where he's got to really learn. But not the H-back, the hybrid. I don't think that's going to work with Simi. I think that's a mistake. Could be. I think Fihelko definitely could get cut. It's definitely an uphill battle for him, especially if one of these guys that they picked up in the undrafted pool really turns up. I definitely see Simi Fihelko definitely could get cut this year. And, yeah, and Fihelko is definitely not making over no Noah Brown. Well, you know that. But then I asked some questions about some defense. Sam Williams in particular. I know you heard about Micah Parsons, talking about, DeMarcus Lawrence. I mean, I'm going to keep it real. When I heard DeMarcus Lawrence saying that, I wasn't listening to none of that stuff, man. What we got here? Micah Parsons. DeMarcus Lawrence said, I can't let that rookie show me up last year. I mean, I get the talk, D-Law. I get it. And just my opinion, I get the talk. But you ain't on no Micah Parsons level. And it's no hate. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Ain't a lot of Micah Parsons out there in this world. And Dallas happened to get him. Dallas got a dog. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no Micah Parsons, bro. And it ain't no hate, ain't no disrespect to you and making you feel bad. That ain't what you are. Everybody ain't an LT, and I ain't want to jump in the comparison. Everybody ain't LT. It said, Parsons said it makes me want to compete. It's healthy for the locker room. I want D-Law to step up. You hear, look, you hear that? You hear what Parsons said? I like what he said. I like what he said right there. He let him know I'm starting to become the leader of the team because you the old guy now. You the 30-year-old. I'm the 22-year-old. This is kind of my squad. I'm becoming the man. This kind of my team. I like how he said, kind of like when Dez Bryant came in there real brash, kind of, this is my squad. I ain't carrying your pass, Roy Williams. Where he says, I want D-Law to step up. I like that. I want D-Law to be who he is. I'm not taking that away from him. But sorry to tell him, he's never getting that back, and I feel him. You're not, because you're not a 10-sack guy that you said you was. You had 2 double-digit sacks in your whole career. And I hate him. You're a 6 to 8 guy. And you're a run guy. Maybe strip the ball pressure guy. You're not a 10-sack guy. He said, I wanted to get him all the enjoyment that he possibly can feed his head so he can be a 10-sack guy. Great. But if 10's the number, then I'm going for 20. You just got to go out there and compete. This is a race to quarterback, like it or not. You know what I mean? D-Law, I love you, dog. I mean, I like it a lot. But you're not the guy no more. It is Parsons, you know? And Dallas did great by getting him. You know, and like I said, D-Law is this. He is a lot better of a player when he's got the Micah Parsons or the Okadezuas or hopefully the Sam Williams, who I'm going to talk about here in 1 minute. That's when D-Law is better. But when it's got to be nothing but D-Law and you put everything on him to make it happen, it's not going to happen, dog. I don't care. Nobody tell me. All y'all people in the streets that talk all that stuff in the Twitter streets about DeMarcus Lawrence and y'all appreciate him, ain't about appreciation. He's not the man as far as you putting everything on him to run your defense and control it. No, that's Micah. Micah's the man. We saw it last year. He's the dog. He's the one that's running this. I said for the next 5 years, at least 10-sack season, double-digit sacks. Now I ain't going to say 10-sack, double-digit sack season for the next 5 years at least with his trend. Because I remember when I seen DeMarcus Ware come in, and I remember the buzz DeMarcus Ware had when you watched him in preseason. And I said that with Micah Parsons. That buzz was with DeMarcus Ware, and you knew it. And when you saw that first year, when we got them 8 sacks, you saw it, and you like, okay, yeah, DeMarcus Ware about to be a dog. He about to turn up for this defense for a while. And that's what Micah Parsons is. That's not what D-Law is, but he's a very good complementary player. So it's great that he jumps in the media and says, oh, you know what, young dog got it, but I'm going to have to go ahead and start being the guy again. Nah, your time is over, dog. You need to be that great complementary player and embrace that role. That's what I feel like, in my opinion. D-Law, embrace that secondary role. You the Robin. If there's Batman or Robin between Micah Parsons and D-Law, you the Robin. Micah Parsons the Batman. But embrace the role, because we saw Batman and Robin. We saw the cartoons and things. We saw it. And we didn't hate on Robin. Robin helped Batman. You feel me? They was a tag team duo. Embrace that secondary role and be great in that secondary role. And don't worry about trying to be the man. Let Parsons be the man. You embrace that secondary role and turn up on that end, and then you could probably really be really good. That's what I feel. If you come like that, you'd be really good. You know what I'm saying? And then we talked about linebackers, because that's when I talked about the money. You know, you got money from La'el Collins. I don't know with rookies, they took some of it. But, you know, I asked Kyle, what positions could we be looking at? And I threw it out there on my Twitter. I said 3 positions. I said that if the Cowboys were to spend that money, if you got $23 million or less, whatever, you're going to spend that money. These are the positions: linebacker, offensive tackle, or defensive tackle. I mentioned Linville Joseph because he's a guy 6'3", 6'4", 330, 340. I know he's 33, 34. He ain't the what guy used to be. I ain't even saying that, but he's a veteran who can plug, you know, and he was still active. Had like 52 tackles, had some pressures. so he's not a bum in the streets. And if Bohanna hasn't stepped up, Ridgeway's still a rookie. You like what they bring, but we still need to see it. That's a gap guy for a year. And I've been told you about Anthony Barr. So people hating on me, crying about Anthony Barr. I really don't care if you're crying about him. I like him. He's a big linebacker. What they like long arms. They like size. Deion Jones, he could be out there. He played with Dan Quinn. Hey, either one is cool. But me, I'm a Barr fan, and they had him in the building in 2014. So you don't like him? That's your prerogative. I do. I like him to bring him in, and I've been saying that for a while now. And I think for a year or two, especially if one of your linebackers go down, because your depth isn't great. And I asked Kyle about it, and he kind of agreed with me when I was talking about beyond your Micah Parsons and your LVE, and LVE is coming off a healthy year after injury-prone years, so you still don't know. And then you look at your other linebacker, Jabril Cox, he's still rehabbing. Luke Gifford is injury-prone, and he hasn't done anything besides special teams. You drafted 6th round and undrafted people. Everybody's jumping up and down about this Stoney Jackson or whatever. This guy. These are undrafted guys and 6th round guys. We can't be excited about guys that are getting picked that low and are undrafted to be starters. Feel me? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, no, then I wouldn't trade no Pollard for no. Would I trade Pollard for Samuels? Hell yeah. What? Wink? Hell yeah, I trade Pollard for Samuel. That would never happen because Dallas ain't doing that. But yes, I would trade Pollard for Samuel in a heartbeat. And I didn't have to give up nothing else. What? Don't play no games with me with no Everson Walls, dog. Yeah, you feel me, Warren Duncan? Yeah, they're not matching that trade. You have to give up cash and a draft pick. What's good, King Trill? But here's another thing. Yeah, man, I don't know if that's true, so I don't know. But what you mean stop hating on low draft picks? Explain that one, JL Green, 1984. Let me know. Explain that one, but I'll come back to that. But as I was saying, you got Sam Williams, who you drafted in the 2nd round, who I also said, ask the question: should Sam Williams be starting? Because he's a 2nd round draft pick. I think 2nd round draft pick should be starting. Is he going to be starting? What's his role? What's it going to be? You got Dante Fowler, Dorrance Armstrong Jr. What's up? And that's where we came with the Sam Williams of Sam Williams. If he does what they think he could do athletically, size-wise, could be mid-season starting if he has the trajectory that quick. I don't know. I said he was a 4th round draft pick, and I feel like he still needed a lot of work. Do I like Dak more than Romo? As a leader, yeah. I think I like Romo's throwing ability better than Dak's. If you want to be honest with you, I love Dak everything else, but I like if Dak had Romo's throwing ability, he'd be a monster. It'd be lights out. Just my opinion. Yep. So the only thing to me Romo had over Dak was the throwing ability. Yeah, Fowler or Basham get cut, so I really think they're going to play them a lot in the preseason. We'll see what happens. Basham had like 3 or 4 sacks, though. You know what I mean? So I like to see what Dante Fowler can do. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't think Dante Fowler's getting. I said Law gave an over-under, I think, 7 sacks for Dante Fowler. I did under. I say he gets about 5 to 6 this year if he's on the squad. Yeah. Yeah, he is only 27. and he didn't get to play with Dan Quinn. So I like the trajectory, but I feel like with Lawrence is gonna get some. I feel like Ogadazua, there's gonna be a lot of other guys getting more sacks this year. So I don't see where he's getting the 8 and 9 sacks because it's gonna be spread out. You know what I mean? We'll see. 8 would be great. I would love 8. I'm still gonna go with the 5 to 6 route. I think Dorrance Armstrong Jr. could be another guy who could be slippy and get another 4 to 5 sacks this year. Sam Williams is another guy. Sam Williams, your second round draft pick. I mean, how many sacks do you think? What's my take on? I like that. Let me get that up. Let me get that question up. What's my take on Neville Gallimore? I like Gallimore, but I feel like he needs to step up. I want to see. You know what I want to see from Gallimore and Leon Lewis? I want to see Gallimore specifically. He keeps bulking up and he's playing the one. It's like I want to see him at one position. Like I want to see him at the 3 and get pass rushing and see if that's what his role is. You know what I mean? Right now, he's good, but I need to see more. I think that's what I'm saying about Gallimore. He's good. I need to see more. I need to stay healthy. I need to see you get some sacks. I think Gallimore could get 4 sacks. I think Gallimore could get 4 sacks. But that's when he's playing more of that 3 than that 1. Rich Ray's a rookie. I don't think they're putting their stock in a rookie, 5th round draft pick rookie at the 0 to 1 tech, unless he's playing phenomenal. No, that's not happening. No, Ziga's definitely not done. Could one of the DB draft picks from last year get cut? Let me get that up there. What's up, Matthew? They drafted Nashawn Wright. I don't think Wright gets cut. I think they got a plan for him. Kelvin Joseph, definitely not. He's not getting cut. I think those are the only 2 draft picks they drafted last year in the corners, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think Nashawn Wright gets cut. I think they have a plan for him. I agree, Coach Marv. Right, but here, okay, I'm going to get to both. I'm going to get to yours. I'm going to throw that up there, J.L. Green. All I was saying, we got some linebackers behind LVE and Parsons. Don't write them off because they're being drafted in later rounds. Bro, let me tell you something. I don't hate on any player drafted in late rounds. I like talent is talent. I don't care what round they drafted in. Talent is talent. What I'm saying is I seen Luke Gifford, and I like Luke Gifford. He was undrafted. When the kids get drafted, undrafted is a reason why. And he hasn't got on the field except in mop-up duty. So if you got LVE, who's your main guy, or Micah Parsons, God forbid, goes down, Jabril Cox is still rehabbing. We're putting our stock in Luke Gifford. You get what I'm saying? That's where I'm coming from. We're putting our stock in Luke Gifford. Harper, rookie, 6th round draft pick. I'm not until I see them. They have to play all world. They haven't played in the NFL. I'm not putting my stock in that. That's just me. Coach Mar, what's up, my dog? Big game. One of the reasons for Barr, if Barr can help with development and mentorship to help with the learning, the small things, the linebacker for Parsons and young backers, and they need all that. It's the truth. That's why I like Barr. And he's got good size, what they like. You know what I mean? They like that. So I like that. And I just feel like you said, he's a mentor. He's played with the coaches over there in Dallas. I just feel like it's a good marriage for a couple years or a year, however you want to do it. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, Mukamo, the tall kid with long arms, the height, Mukamo. You think he'll be on the field this year? We'll see, because I know he played. He played safety, came out as a corner. I don't know what plan they have for him. I hope they don't mess him up. But I know one thing: he's got to get more physical on the field. Even with that height, he's got to get more physical. We'll see. I mean, he could be a bubble guy too. Let's keep it real. We don't know. So it's gonna be a lot of competition. What's up, Jessica? But yeah, get ready to check out that video. I'm getting ready to head out of here. Me and Boothang gotta make some runs. But just want to jump on here, give you my quick thoughts. Check out the video that's going to drop. Actually, when we do our Philly podcast tomorrow, it may be in the morning, it may be at night, depending on how we do it. But it'll be on both channels. Make sure you check out. It'll be on both channels now. It was just solely on Joe's channel, the Philly podcast, but now I'll be broadcasting on both channels now, so that'll be hyped up. So we'll have Kyle Humans in the building, Cowboys Insider tomorrow. Great questions. He gave some really good in-depth answers about the linebacking core, AL, defensive front, offensive line, receivers. Basically, we touch bases on everything, and you literally like to hear what he's got to say. Appreciate you, JL Green. So you really like to hear what he got to say in this interview. So make sure you check out the show tomorrow, the Best of Enemies podcast. We got it going down. And then I got a Micah Parsons video dropping. Just my thoughts. I feel like he's going to be phenomenal in this second year. I think he's going to take a whole new level. Like, he's about to go crazy this year. In the next 5 years are going to be Micah Parsons years. As long as he stays injury-free, and Lord, let me knock on that door, knock on that wood. Nobody's going to be touching him. Texas Bread, I'm out. You're going to have to rewind. But check out this video. I'm going to drop on Micah Parsons. You're going to like it. I'm going to be into this because he's going nuts for the next 5 years. All right? So, Big Game James, I'm out. Appreciate everybody who was in the building, man. Love y'all. You know how we do.